Well, welcome back, everyone, to another daily devotion. I'm Pastor Roy Carlin, and I'm here at Woodlawn Christian Church, and we do these devotions every Monday through Friday. So if you like these, please come back, like and subscribe down below. We are working our way through the Gospel of Matthew. We are in the 13th chapter of Matthew's Gospel. We do have a number of other books that we have done devotions for. We've been doing these for over 2 years, and so there's a bunch of them. There's over 1,000 different videos linked on this channel. If you want to look at the playlist, you can see all the different books we've done previously. And if there's one you'd like to see done next, put down a suggestion in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Today we are in Matthew's Gospel, chapter 13. We're going to look at verses 10 to 17. We just got done with the parable of the sower, and tomorrow we're going to talk about the parable of the sower again, parable of the sower part 2, because he talks about the parable of the sower, then he has these verses, and then he explains the parable of the sower. So catch yesterday's video and tomorrow's to learn more about the parable of the sower. We just are starting these parables. So let's take a listen here and talk about this just a little bit, because this is kind of a perplexing little bit of scripture. It's one of those things that seems a little counterintuitive, if you will. Let's listen. Matthew 13, 10 to 17. Then the disciples came and asked him, "Why do you speak to them in parables?" He answered, "To you it has been given to know the secrets of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it has not been given. For to those who have, more will be given, and they will have an abundance. But from those who have nothing, even what they have will be taken away. The reason I speak to them in parables is that seeing they do not perceive, and hearing they do not listen, nor do they understand. With them indeed is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah that says, 'You will indeed listen, but never understand, and you will indeed look, but never perceive. For this people's heart has grown dull, and their ears are hard of hearing. And they have shut their eyes, so that they might not look with their eyes, and listen with their ears, and understand with their heart, and turn, and I would heal them. But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. Truly I tell you, many prophets and righteous people longed to see what you see, but did not see it, and to hear what you hear, but did not hear it." All right, and I apologize for my reading tonight. It's late. It's after 8 o'clock, and I'm over in my office, so I apologize for that. I'm a bit tired. It's been a tiring day. At any rate, this is a little strange, because one of the things we talk about, why did Jesus teach in parables? Because they were easy to remember, right? They're easy. Well, here he's saying that they're not easy at all. And I think the point is not that they're not easy. You know, we pastors still do this. We use sermon illustrations because people remember the sermon illustrations much like they remember the parables. It's a way of teaching. But what he's saying here, I think, this is Pastor Roy saying this, I think he's saying that those that really don't want to understand, or that have preconceived notions. We all have preconceived notions about things, but the leaders, this is a verses that are spoken against the scribes, and the Pharisees, and the priests. They have these preconceived notions, and even though they hear him talking, even though they hear these parables, they don't get it, because they don't want to get it. They don't want to let go of what they have. They're not going to unstop their ears. They're not going to open up their eyes to see what's right there in front of them, to hear what's speaking to them. They are hard of hearing, and they're blinded to it. And there's a lot of healings to deal with blindness and deafness, and being mute, unable to speak the true word. So there's a lot of that metaphor that goes on in Jesus and his healings. And this is again what he's talking about. They hear the parables, they see him, they just refuse to get it, because their ears are stopped up. You can't hear if you got your fingers in your ears, as they say. So that's what I see there. It's really rather simple, and it's really rather short devotion tonight. So with that, I'm going to let you all go for today. Please, please, please have a blessed evening for wherever you're at. It's evening here. You may be listening up in the morning. And I don't think I mentioned at the beginning of this. This is recorded for Monday, May 9th, 2022. I think I forgot to mention that at the beginning. Oh my word. I always say that. At any rate, listen tomorrow and learn more about the sower. And if you didn't hear part one of the sower, go back to Friday's version. Okay. With that, have a very blessed evening, and please, please, please be a blessing to someone today. Bye bye.